So now it's Tuesday morning, which means it's time to get the latest technology news with Sam, Sharma, and we're kicking off with a smartwatch, which I know you're a fan of.
Yeah, I've got one on now, actually, but I don't drive, which is probably a good thing because the Department for Transport has warned drivers that they could be fined if they're caught using their smartwatch while driving. Now, I don't know how they're going to police this, but looking at this, it is quite distracting because there's a lot of notifications going on and emails coming up and you have to touch the screen and swipe quite a lot. So it's a reminder that all these new gadgets are really cool, but there's a time and place to use them and it's not when driving.
I always wondered that about sat-navs, though. When does it stop being legal and illegal?
Well, there are more and more things vying for our attention and a lot of those things are going in the car, so best to be careful out there. It's my advice.
Warning heeded. Oculus Rift onto now.
Yeah, this is really cool. I really want one of these. So to talk about wearable tech, this is something that goes right over your face. It's this new prototype from the company codenamed Crescent Bay. In case you don't know, this is a 3D virtual reality display that's fully immersive. This new model has headphones built in as well, so you've got that 3D sound. With this one, you can look all the way around, so 360 degrees. You can fully immerse yourself in virtual worlds and games. It's the last prototype before it goes to commercial release. It looks great. There's no word on when it will be released, but it was bought by Facebook for $2 billion earlier this year, so I'm sure they'll want to release it quite soon. And I'll be first in line to get one. I think it was great. Can you imagine yourself wearing one of those?
Absolutely not. So one, it's not very subtle, is it? And two, it seems quite a lonely thing.
Well, actually, people who've tried it out over the weekend, because they did this demo in Hollywood, said that they felt presence, which is a virtual reality term for forgetting that you're in a virtual world and thinking that it's real.
Well, you see, I find that worrying.
Yeah, well, is there one out? Is there a door? Who knows?
And then moving on to another gaming, but the big name, Nintendo.
Yeah, one of the biggest names in gaming, turns 125 years old today. And if you think that Mario looks good for his age, they've actually been around for much longer than Mario, for 70 years before the first video game was invented. So it all started in 1889 when Nintendo was making playing cards, and it wasn't until the 70s that they got into gaming. A little fact for you, so its most famous character, Mario, that you can see there, actually started life in a Donkey Kong game as a baddie. He had a pet ape called Donkey Kong who escaped. I mean, it's silly to have a pet ape anyway. It's going to turn. It's not going to work out well, is it? But I know your favourite game is Mario, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I spent a whole summer playing Street Fighter 2, so much so that I got these claws from playing too much. So another piece of advice, don't take it too far.
I imagine their profits went up considerably when they stopped doing playing cards and moved into the gaming arena.
That was a swift move for them, yeah, really good move. So happy birthday, Nintendo.
And then on to a new kind of alarm clock.
Yeah, so if you do struggle to get out of bed, and if you've exhausted your online dating options, this might be the solution for you. It's a weird mashup of an alarm clock and a dating game. Let me explain. So you sign in with your phone number, you set an alarm, and it'll pair you with a caller around the same age of the opposite gender, sort of turning your morning ritual into a strange kind of heterosexual dating game. It's a weird one, isn't it?
It's weird, because I can't imagine, well, I certainly am not the chattiest the minute after I wake up, so that's not really the best time to be advertising yourself to the dating world, is
Yeah,
it?
but I suppose if you get on with someone at that time in the morning, maybe they're a keeper. If they can get through those grumpy few moments in the morning, you can turn your snooze button into a schmooze button at Wakie.com to find out more.
Brilliant, thank you very much, Sam.